Here are all the ingredients we need to make pasta carbonara. Bacon, 2 eggs, pepper, pepperoni cheese, and spaghetti. I usually don't add salt because the bacon and the cheese are pretty salty. And then we're gonna add some hot water while we're cooking it. Start by boiling some water for that pasta. Make sure you have plenty of water because you're gonna need some of that water to build the sauce. Make sure you beat your eggs before you even think about adding them to your sauce. The more air you can get in there, the lighter and better your sauce will be in the pasta. I'm dropping the pasta in now so that way it can get started cooking while we start building our sauce. I've preheated my pan and I've pre-chopped all of my bacon. This was 4 slices of bacon. I'm basically making enough just for me. It's gonna be basically a size and a half, a serving and a half, which is more than enough for me. When the bacon is nice and brown, go ahead and take it out of the pan, and we're gonna keep that oil that's in here. We're gonna use that to cook the sauce. It's gonna be part of our sauce as well as additional flavoring. This is why I generally don't add salt to this recipe. If you have too much oil in the bottom of your pan, like I think we do here, take a little bit out. But like I said, you're gonna need to save some because you need it to build your sauce. So I'm just gonna use a paper towel to take it out. This is hot, so I'm just using a paper towel to get in there and soak up the extra oil. I'm not putting my hand in there because I would not be smart. It's very dangerous. And then now I have basically a thin coating of oil on the bottom of this pan of bacon grease. That's more than enough to do what we need to do to finish our sauce off. All right, as soon as our pasta finishes, we'll drop it right in. Decided at the last minute that I'm gonna add a couple of peas into my pasta because why not? And I have peas. So it makes sense. Also, I'm now eating the bacon. Something I wasn't showing earlier is this is a 1 cup measure, and you're gonna need that because you're gonna need to get some of this hot liquid, some of this starchy water from the pasta. So I'm just setting that aside until I need it. All right, let's drop the pasta in. That one's not gonna make it into the pan. I've gotten all the pasta out of the pot. The next thing I'm gonna do is add in my cheese. And I didn't have that much cheese this time. I love pecorino cheese, but I was light, so there's a lot less cheese. And then I'm adding in my egg. And I'm gonna stir these together so that way they can start coming together. Now, as you can see, there's some kind of silkiness here, but it's not super smooth. It is sticking, but we're gonna want it to get a little bit looser. So this is where we start adding in that pasta water from earlier. And then you're gonna just wanna add it a little bit at a time. So that way you can guarantee that you get the consistency that you like. I don't like it too watery. I like it to be kind of thick and almost a little bit eggy. So we're kind of where I want to be now when we're looking at that. So I'm going to start by adding in my peas. And then I'm going to add my bacon back in. And I'm also going to add in some freshly cracked pepper that I just cracked earlier. It's kind of peppery. And the amount of pepper, we're getting close to bordering on a chowy pepe. Those peas were frozen. I didn't bother to thaw them. I just am trying to get them warmed up. They're already cooked. And the bacon is already cooked. Everything's cooked. So we're just trying to incorporate these things and to get a nice silky look on the sauce. And there we can see we have kind of a silky sauce in here. And it is gonna be great. And it's not really that much, so it's gonna be just enough for one, which is me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop all of my pasta into a bowl. All of the goodness is coming out of the pan. And there's a few little bits left behind. I'm gonna scrape those up, but you'll see we're right here. Scrape up these bits that didn't want to leave the pan. A beautiful pasta carbonara to go along with my Carbonara. I hope you have this meal. It's super great and I can't wait to eat it. Talk to you later.